Hello everybody, hope you're doing really well. Just about to sort of just get ready to head off to this air raid shelter, which is what we're going to look at today. You've obviously seen it in the title. It's one that a lot of people have done, but I haven't done it for the channel and I'd really like to do it. So today, come with me, we're going to explore this amazing air raid shelter. It's a school's air raid shelter, or you could call it a tunnel as well, technically. And yeah, come with me and let's go explore it and let's get the history done, because it's quite nice. Come on.
Let's go and have a look at Dover. Well, it's here all right. A few more houses down, though. The old Grand Hotel where we reporters waited for Hitler has gone. And the Burlington stopped one, too. But the Salvation Army's still here, and playing as well as ever. And there's the mayor out taking a stroll. Good afternoon, Mr. Mayor.
Good afternoon, my daughter.
Tell us about Dover, Mr. Mayor.
Dover's quite all right, as I told you last time. We are all very busy doing our jobs and looking after troops. We have our problems and our tragedies.
They still have their tragedies. Driven from the inland towns by night fighters, the Nazi bombers that were to blast Britain into subjection are now forced to make hit-and-run raids on harmless seaside towns. Scuttling across the channel, they drop their bombs at random and then make for home. But despite it all, the innate optimism and cheerfulness of the English man or woman in the street prevails.
Dover, as we have seen, has so much underground history that sometimes it's easy to overlook some of its smaller sites, and no greater example of this is Christchurch Air Raid Shelter. Built in 1940, it was designed as an underground air raid shelter for Christchurch School, which is now demolished. It started smaller in size and then grew to be extended to accommodate 180 people, with the idea that in the day it could be used to protect the children from the school, and at night it could be used for civilians as a night shelter. As seen in the pictures, it would have been well equipped with bunks, heating and electric lighting. When the school was demolished, the shelter became blocked off, and over time, as you can see, the condition has deteriorated in a dramatic way and has become very dangerous. The sad truth is that the shelter provides us with a rare glimpse into the harsh reality of the town's World War II past, and a reminder of what the civilian population had to go through on an almost regular basis the moment the sirens sounded. Either way, with this place being documented by many an explorer, this shelter will never be forgotten. Right, so we've made it in, and yeah, it's exactly what I expected. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, there's the original frame there from obviously one of the, don't know if that was the entrance or the exit where we've come into, but I can, there we go. So let's go in and take a look, come on. It's amazing to sort of see that this part of the shelter is still in remarkable condition, really. I mean, it's that beautiful white colour. Obviously a lot of people have done this one. There you go, this cave was built 1940. What I'll do is, when I get out, I'll show you where the school used to be as well, so you sort of get an idea of that. But yeah, oh. Let's go. loads of like graffiti that you sort of see, but you know, most of it obviously will predate the school when it went, all the students, so it's just really filled in with lots of explorers. These are the toilet cubicles. In fact, there's a toilet lid there. There's a lot of wood as well. Yeah, we've seen these all before. I mean, this isn't anything new on shelters that we've seen. But yeah, you've got what I'm assuming would have been the toilet cubicles. See, I'm amazed at all the rubbish that gets put in here, really. You know. (1944), if you believe that. Another 1944. Oh well, they're all 1944 here. 1944. Amazing. Remember, you can always pause if you want to take a detailed look at them. So these are our timbers. And there's a distinct shift in the way the tunnel has been converted into. Obviously, as you can imagine, it's all slimy and everything now. Concrete cap on top. And obviously all this chalk. Now, even though I'm wearing trainers, these trainers have got a hell of a lot of grip, which is why I kind of wanted to wear them today. So we have to climb through. But then the irony is, isn't it? I'll sort of say, oh yeah, these shoes I'm wearing have got a lot of grip, and then I'll slip. Oh dear. Well, I haven't yet though, but it is chalk, wet chalk. Wow, look at that. Now, will I be able to do this one-handed? Probably not. So, bear with me and we'll try and get up there. Right. So, we've made it. Obviously, I've had to turn my hat round. The beauty of having longer hair gets in your face. Ooh. All these timbers scattered everywhere. And there's our end to one side. We'll have a look at the other. The other is way more dodgy, but I'm going to try, and if I can't, then I can't. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend it for most of you. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have done it, but as I always say, with time comes more degradation, more decay, and chalk isn't the best at sort of, well, I'll prove it to you. Where was it? There's a few cracks here. Start chipping away at that, it all falls down. And the other thing is, obviously, you see all these tree roots, or these roots more importantly, they're retaining a lot of moisture, but they're also putting cracks in the chalk. And if you see my channel, you'll know that me and chalk, we've had a good run so far. So I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, amazing to see, like, you know, how much this has completely gone. I mean, you wouldn't know that at one point this was an important shelter for the children. Should we try and get up? I was filming, I reckon. To try and do that. Always more tricky getting out, do you believe? Good also to always see your bag there. Right, okay, let's put that there. Yeah, I mean also the fact that I've got one hand holding the camera, the other hand holding the torch. So yeah, I'm going to have to clean myself off in a minute. But yeah, it's sad really, because you've got one section that's in perfect condition and then everything else above just in such a sorry state, unfortunately. But all these roots are just adding to how fragile it is. And now I've got to get through there, believe it or not. Well, I'm going to check it out. Sometimes you just got to meet defeat, but we'll have a look. So let's see. Come on, right. I managed to climb through. That was not nice. And again, wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there you go. Wow. That's knackering. So we're obviously at the second one, so it sort of goes in T-junction, down and round. And all the wood is completely scattered everywhere. In fact, it's really not safe, because where that crossing is, if that falls anymore, I'd be locked in really. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to get through there. But you know, just the way I'm feeling. Like I said, a lot of people have done it. Doesn't mean it's safe or okay by any means. But, yeah. All these roots. Let's have a look. Yeah. All these beams have been completely crushed. Really not safe. Looking back. Oh. Yeah, wow. Right, I'm just going to catch my breath and then we'll head back. These wooden beams. Got to crawl through there again, so wish me luck. Yeah, come on. Made it. That was well, don't ever do it on your own. Especially when you've got oh, it's going to dark for a second. Especially when you've just on your own. That was not safe. Proper infill that. Let's try and head back. Interesting. Looks like somebody put some sheets up. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh. Okay. Oh, we made it. Jeez. Considering how small that is, it's amazing how dangerous that is. But as I always say on my channel, it won't be the first time and it won't be the last time that I do something stupid like this. It's just more stupid because you're on your own and you know that, for example, if that did cave in, well, nobody's going to rescue me. So yeah, here we go, back. Amazing. And then our exit. Annoyingly, when I came in, I forgot to say there was a load of glass on the floor in the entrance. And if you wouldn't pay attention, you would have easily cut yourself. I think mine was just fluke that were the side that I went into, but it's just a rubbish ship anyway, so you expect as much. But yeah, crazy. Right. Let me get out of here. Come on. Well, I made it out. Whew, man, that was quite a little crawl to get through. So yeah, interesting when you see a lot of other people do it. But yeah, crazy. Right, so I just want to show you where the school was roughly, so that you get an understanding of really the correlation of this and the reason why it was meant to link up the two roads. So in theory, this blank allotment space here would have been school. I know this because if you look at the old heritage maps, it does say it's labelled here. So it's on this plot where that school would have been. I don't think it was on the St John's Ambulance one. So yeah, that is where the school was. It was either here or on the St John's Ambulance thing, but I'm pretty sure it was here. So yeah, on this little patch. You can see there's a brick wall anyway that goes round, but yeah, there you go. thought I would conclude with that, so that you get an understanding of it on the landscape. And you know, Dover Castle, such an iconic place, and really just amazes me, you know, when you look at it. Anyway, let's go, let's head back, come on. Well, as I sit in the car, chill out, I'm knackered. Just doing that one today. It was yeah, it was amazing how dangerous sort of chalk can be, and you can see it in there, for example. And like I said, you know, I'm sure a lot of you are going to have a go at me because I was on my own, and obviously I'm going against my own advice, which is normally stuff like that you should try and do with a couple of people, because especially in an area like that, when you can obviously see the tree roots and the sort of decay that's going on with that chalk, you know, it's only a matter of time before another bit of that falls, and it'll either block up one of the entrances or it will just completely cut that section off. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend it on your own. Wouldn't really recommend it at all, to be fair. I mean, I would personally just stick to the aerated shelter part, and obviously be aware that if you visit it, there is glass right at the beginning of the entrance. I did try and move a little bit of it, but yeah, you know, and as always sort of say, unfortunately, when places like that are left to rot and ruin and everything else, you're going to see broken bottles, you're going to see waste and everything else that goes on with that. So anyway, thank you so much for coming along with me. Hopefully you really enjoyed it. I didn't obviously do anything fancy, because obviously that would put me more at risk. So yeah, thank you so much for coming along with me. Stay tuned for some more exciting videos. I'm sure at some point I will be doing more within the area. But yeah, take care. Any more words of Phoenix history, because history matters, and I'll see you all very soon. Ready? Come on in. Kapow.